And we're back with another hike. Today's gonna be an awesome day. It's looking nice and sunny. It's actually gonna be an awesome 2 days, hopefully. So this trip is taking me on the Iroquoia section of the Bruce Trail, and it's gonna be 2 days of hiking and 1 day overnight. And I think it should be about 25 or 26 kilometers total. We'll see what I decide to do. And hopefully the weather holds off. It's supposed to rain this afternoon, but right now there's not a cloud in the sky. It actually has been very rainy the last couple days. So hopefully it's got it out of its system and we're gonna have a nice, sunny, beautiful time. All right, let's kick it. Guess you could have just walked by that. I didn't even notice that there wasn't a fence. Time to totally just walk through. And we're back at the start. Little did I know that this section starts you in the southerly direction and then creates a U-turn and takes you north. So I started walking and I'm going, this isn't feeling right. And all of a sudden, yeah, I realized I had been turned around and we are going the wrong way. But when you're coming up this way, there's a sign. Turn here. Oh, it does not continue. Okie dokie. There we go, we're back on it. Actually just found these pair of gloves on the side of the road here. Seems almost a bit ghetto to take them, but I looked at them and I'm like, man, these things are pretty solid gloves. And they're 3M insulated too, so they'll be nice for the winter. Just take them home, wash them up. Why let them go to waste? Part of this Bruce Trail connection here is through the Kelso conservation area, and in the winter this place is a Glen Eden ski hill, and during the summer it's actually quite the place to go mountain biking. Nice. Man. That's beautiful. Wow, that is a drop and a half. So much of me wants to go and take like a cool video by the edge, and I'm just not doing that. Not a chance. When I get close to the edge, man, my knees start knocking. It's funny because hiking, you're supposed to, you know, it's like related a lot to climbing and elevation, and man, me and heights just do not mix. can get across. Parts of this hike today are just quite frankly exhilarating. I mean, a lot of the heights and stuff really gets the blood pumping. And after a quick jaunt down Appleby Line, we're back on trail. After this pretty harsh winter, there's been a lot of trees that have been downed, a lot of winds, lots of snow and ice. See what we can do to help out. Could be split. There we go. Trying to get better with identifying tracks and other signs of wildlife as I hike. So we've got these scratches on the ground here. And it looks like here, it almost looks like a swipe from a foot. Kind of like from a hoof. And it's really pointy. And I wonder here, look how it goes like this, and then into a cluster. I mean, could it be like the antlers of a buck scraping on the ground? Because over here, see if I can find it again, there was looks like more signs of some hoofs, some prints there. They don't look very big either, so I wonder if it's just a young buck. So I was watching Magic Mike the other day. I couldn't help noticing the way that guy works the pole. That's nothing compared to how I work these trekking poles, baby, y'all, yeah! So I got quite a bit of time, I think. I'm doing pretty good with, it's like 1:30 right now. I'm up here, and basically I have to go down here to Rattlesnake Point where I'm going to be snoozing. But there's a great little spot here, this Crawford Lake. So I want to go and just check out some of these trails in and around here. I think it'd be fun. We got lots of time. All right, so we're here at Crawford Lake. The reason I want to showcase this spot is not only is it an amazing spot to take the family and check things out and check out the beautiful lake, but there's also these species at risk wooden carvings that are very well done and just exquisite craftsmanship. So let's go check them out. All right, now that we're done at Crawford Lake, it's time to head to Rattlesnake Point, where I'll be sleeping for the night, setting up camp, having some food. Actually, a proper meal will be nice, just because I've been eating beef jerky and trail mix all day today. So that should be, I think I've got about 5 kilometers, maybe 5 or 6K. But yeah, putting in some steps today. Another feature of Crawford Lake I forgot to mention, I didn't check out while I was there, is they have an Iroquoian village that's present on site. It's a pretty cool place. There's different longhouses and indigenous artifacts and things part of the land, and a rich history in the area, so worth checking out as well. So I just had a funny encounter. I come up the hill after a pretty steep incline, and I'm pretty winded, and I see this family of 4, and they were a bit lost. They were in the wrong direction, didn't know where the exit was for Rattlesnake Point. And I'm hitting at the top of this hill like, and I'm trying to talk to them, and I'm just so gassed from this hill that it probably wasn't making much sense. So the guy, the dad, he felt really like kind of a bit ashamed, and he's like, I can't believe I got lost, blah, 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 right? So I should have just kept my mouth shut at this point, but I tell him the story about earlier today where I'm like, hey buddy, you know what happens to the best of us? Like, my first step that I took today on trail, I was going in the wrong direction. And he kind of, his eyes widened, and he was thinking, why am I trusting this lunatic? This guy doesn't even know he gets lost his first step on trail. So no, it was all good, but I can only imagine what's going through their head right now. Like, do we trust this guy? But I sent him in the right direction. They're good. All right, I'm here. The last push is always the most tiring when you just want to get to your destination. Yeah, it's here at Rattlesnake Point, and I'm coming up on site number 11, which is mine here. Looks pretty spacious. Let's see what's up. Oh yeah, what shape's this fire pit in here? Looks like it's alright too. Oh, nice. Nice flat ground. Oh, this looks great. I'm smoothing it. So I took the advice of some people out there in the world of hiking and backpacking, and I got myself a footprint, but I made it out of I think it's called polycryo. I didn't make it, I just cut it. But it's very thin, and I'm surprised actually how strong it is. So I'm gonna use this as my footprint. Put it underneath the tent for tonight. This looks really comfy as it is, but you know, it would really help with punctures and pokes and stuff like that. Plus, if it starts raining, it'll keep any moisture underneath there too. All right, now that's some comfy living. Looks beauty. It was just raining for a bit, but it seems to have stopped now, and hopefully that's the end of her. But if not, I've got a shelter and a table to eat on. Holy crow, I just had a flashback of a thought from many years ago. Pat, Brad, Jeff, David as well. On the walk to school, we used to take our rain ponchos and put them in, extend them in front of us as we'd run down the street and go, shelter and a table to eat on. Kids, man, I don't know. I haven't had that thought in years. So I'm trying out a new little piece of gear. I got just an amazing deal on a 20 Fahrenheit, so roughly like between 0 and -6 quilt. 850, what's it called, downfilled. This company, Eastern Mountain Sports, I don't think they exist anymore, and I think that's why they were the new company was that bought them was selling them off. But this thing was like 150 bucks, and I'm looking forward to spending some time in here. I've never had a quilt before, but I do like the ability to kind of wear it more like a blanket. And underneath, right, it's got the straps so that can tighten and stay close to the pad. And boy, does it ever pack down small. It was the tiniest thing ever. I mean, they say smaller than a water bottle, but it actually was true. It's really small, so looking forward to that sleep. Should be pretty awesome. Give me some flexibility and helped with reducing my pack weight as well. I'm not sure what's easier, cutting the firewood myself or grabbing this from the main front office and carrying the sucker a kilometer down the road. Today, something different, something Canadian. Sly brand. Sly, Tony Sly, the man. This is a company from Quebec. Got this at the outdoor show and tried their stuff, and gall dang, does it ever taste good. So we're gonna have some of that tonight, some mushroom risotto. The knife for today is the Spyderco Manix 2 lightweight deep carry pocket clip. Now this comes with a wire clip, but I got this and put it in special myself because I just like the better, a bit grippier of a clip. It's got, it's not FRN, but it's some sort of nylon reinforced handles. The scales are really quite nice. But the real bread and butter is the MagnaCut steel here. This thing is like 2 ounces. MagnaCut, as mentioned maybe before, and you probably know this already, but really good at edge retention, stainlessness, and toughness. A little of everything. It's got the ball bearing lock, similar to an Axis lock, except the spring is more coiled and the ball bearing actually is the thing that initiates the lockup. But this thing is very light, perfect for hiking, and it's doing the trick today. Oh yeah. Let's see how this mushroom risotto is here. It smells so good. I'm shocked. It's actually very tender. Mushrooms have a nice consistency to them. Not foamy, not hard either, as you'd expect maybe with a dehydrated meal. That's nice. Oh yeah. If there's one thing it needs.
Needs sour cream.
Just kidding. As good as it is. Another thing that Sly thought of, look at this over here. You can see the little tabs at the side for ripping if you only have a regular size spoon, as I do. So I'm going to give her. But they did not anticipate the fiend that I am with cutting stuff with a pocket knife. I like that though. I'd like to make a little commentary here. This is things that have been bugging me a little bit about the state of hiking / camping in a bit. And so if you don't want to hear a little rant, I can understand that. But if you do want to hear it, and I'll try and keep it, you know, cordial. I find lately, conservation authorities, they are really, really leaning on the word authority very heavily. And it's difficult because it often is very close to ruining your experience. Now, I'm not going to talk a whole lot about the past, but there was a situation where Grayson and I, when we went on a through hike, and it was about 8 o'clock at night, and we showed up at a site that previously you didn't have to reserve, you didn't have to do anything. When we arrived, rules had changed since I had been there last. Long and short, in the nighttime, 2 basically officers made us go all the way to the gatehouse in the dark. I'm there with my son. We are the only people in the entire park. You can only have this site as through hikers, section hikers, whatever you want to call it, on the Bruce Trail. Now, it ruined the night. It absolutely did. And I didn't film it or talk about it then because I wanted to have a proper sort of time with my son. But it ruined he was in shambles. And honest to goodness, it was very aggressive as to how they come about. And it just happened again. Now, this is a different conservation authority doing the same thing. I am the only one in this entire area. I have booked the site. I got my permit. They show up in a Jeep, 2 people dressed literally like SWAT team members. These guys have what looks like flak jackets. They're absolutely not flak jackets, but I'm like, what are you? You are a park security. They come up very threatening to me about the fact that I have a tent on the site. I explained that I have the permit and I've purchased the site for the night. I don't understand why it's so complicated to just camp. And when you do everything by the books, why people are so aggressive, it just ruins it. I just went from having a super awesome night to being just so pissed off. This is the second time I'm out by myself. There is no one in this park. Now I'm going to say one nice thing. And this is to do with things in behind the scenes. This site normally is $120. I couldn't believe that in itself. 120 bucks to rent this site. You have to have a minimum of 10 people. It's the smallest site you can get at Rattlesnake Point. And I was shocked by that cost. So I sent an email in and kind of just curious, like, what's going on? Why is this so much? No other conservation areas have sites at this cost. And the lady that got back to me was very prompt and very awesome. And she knew that I was a member of the Bruce Trail organization, just from hiking. And she said, you know what, I'll reduce that to $25 a night for you. I couldn't believe it. She got back to me so promptly and was so kind in what she did. And I really appreciated that. And so I was actually planning to just like pump the tires of the Conservation Authority tonight. Not that I'm anybody, what the hell am I? Or who the hell am I, right? But wow, 2 people come in popping hot like it's a bomb that's on the site. I couldn't believe these 2. Oh my goodness sakes. I felt like they're gonna frisk me, for goodness sakes. It's psycho. Anyway, I'm gonna try and chill out, enjoy the night. But my goodness, I just had to say something. Sometimes this moment comes earlier, sometimes it comes later, but every time is the right time. Oh, it's bourbon time, it's bourbon time. You know it is time. It's bourbon time. Cheers. As per usual, bourbon old fashioned, simple syrup, 4 dashes of Angostura bitters, muddled orange rind, and the bourbon, just like Peter would do it. Now, is there anything more therapeutic than batoning some wood? Whew. I don't know if I've ever actually experienced such hard wood before. That's what she said. Oh. All right. Let's see. Maybe I can supplement it with something else I can find. All right, let's snap to it. Get a little birch bark here to get this fire kicking. Oh, a little is an understatement here. Got a little bit of birch bark, not a ton. These trees are pretty stubborn. I didn't really want to hurt it by ripping off a bunch, but there wasn't a whole lot peeling off either, which I was hoping for, but this should do. And I made sure to have a good log here as a fire lay to kind of prevent all the dampness from stealing away my heat. Oh, almost. There we go. Alrighty. Let's get these over top. Come on. Let's hope. It's looking promising. Should go get my gloves. The ones I found today on the road. Oh, looks like we're doing okay. This looks like it's caught pretty good. I forget what those are called, but that dude's just in a glider in a fan.
Oh my God! Are you an angel?
Yes, Homer, I'm an angel. All us angels wear Farrah slacks.
Time to chill. Really chill. Today was a good day. I have to focus on that positive side of things, even though I was pretty tilted for a bit there. But there's always going to be something like that in life. Have to look at the bright side of life. Always look on the bright side of life. Doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. I mean, the rain that was supposed to be here was really not too much at all. Little sprinkle. There's like 0 bugs. I mean, that is crazy in itself. I think that's probably the biggest takeaway. That's the most exciting thing about it, is I can sit out here and not be eaten for end of May. Pretty awesome. And I covered a lot of ground today. I got to see a lot, got to witness a lot, just soak it all in. I always need to refocus on those things. All right, good night. See you in the morning. Good morning. So not too bad of a sleep last night. Temperature, I think, got down to about 5 degrees Celsius. So the quilt that I had did a great job. It was nice. It was a little different. I think all in all, in the colder temperatures, I would prefer still a sleeping bag, just because it keeps you a little bit more contained, I find. I'm just getting used to the quilt, so maybe there's ways to, you know, keep it tighter and that sort of thing. But I found it just a little drafty. But honestly, it was good. It was for the weight and the size of it. It's worth it. So it was, what a good find, that quilt there. So anyway, I had a good sleep. It's about coming on 7 o'clock. I think I woke up at 6:30 or so. Just got all the condensation off the tent. That's the one thing, I guess, about the Lanchan too, is like everything has its drawbacks, and that tent's amazing for portability and size, packability, weight, etc. Space even on the inside, it's great. It's got a lot of space, but it doesn't handle moisture and airflow very well. At least this one here. It's the 4-season tent. I think if it was mesh on the inside versus just the sil nylon as well as the walls, I think it'd be a little bit better, but whatever. So you take a cloth and wipe it down. It's all good. So yeah, I'm gonna start packing things up and get a little bit of food in me. I'm a little bit hungry today, so maybe I'll have breakfast for once, we'll see. And then start hitting the road. I think I've got about a 12K roughly to hike out today. So still some stuff to do and some things to see. After the years of owning this tent, I can't believe I hadn't noticed this till right now. Colonel, this tent is 3F UL gear. Let's rock. What a splendid morning. It is just so nice. The sun's out. I think it's going to be going up to like mid-20s even today, which is pretty awesome considering the colder temperatures we've been having lately. Like, the sun is out and the creatures of the forest are out too. It puts a smile on your face. Huh. Get a load of the stonework. Not bad for a trail. Are they gonna put the hot tub in? Maybe over here along the side? Oh. I'm really blown away by this section here, this southwest sort of trail area from Rattlesnake Point. There's so much topography change and such amazing dense foliage, just such thick forestry of old trees, super tall, really thick trunks, just so lush. Beautiful smells. And you start off on the cliffs and then kind of meander your way down into the valley here, and there's just lots of little streams, and it's very beautiful. Look at this. It's just on the side of the trail. There's a trail here. Looks like nothing. And then all of a sudden, just this little slope right here. And then, like a sheer drop of 100 plus feet down. I mean, if you slipped a little bit or whatever, tripped, you always got to watch your footing. Turkey vultures. So these hawks keep following me along this cliffside path here, and I have a theory as to why I think they're doing that. As I'm moving along, I'm stirring up little rodents and creatures and stuff in the forest, and I think it identifies them for the birds because the hawks came in and sniped like a little creature. It was pretty wild. So I wonder if like I'm helping them out some way by doing part of their hunting for them. There's like 7 of these things, man. Oh, this is so amazing. Wow. After a quick stopover 12th line, we're back onto, I think this section is called the Crawford Forestry Tract. It's a tongue twister. What a sweet landscape. Look at this area. Breathtaking. The GoPro just doesn't do it justice. Look at this place. This looks amazing. Wow. What the? Ooh, this is crazy back here. Is that platform there? Kind of, eh? Man, this is like a little cave. Wild. I'm not sure I can get around to the other side, but look at this spot. I am a loss for words. I feel like I'm Nathan Drake in Uncharted. Seriously, I feel like I'm Nathan Drake in Uncharted. Just be honest here. This is incredible. This is absolutely incredible. Making lots of turns and twists here. Have to unlock the checkpoint. think that's to that platform, maybe? No. Regardless, I think that's where my investigation stops for now. Oh, amazing. Whew. I actually really got the heart pumping. That was like exhilarating. This area is one of those places that makes you feel like you're in another part of the world or another place somewhere else. It is a special little location. It's so lush and green. It feels almost like a rainforest. Hiking is difficult too. The constant uneven terrain seems to make you go on your toes a little bit more, push your toes towards the front of your shoe. So man, at this point I feel like I'm in Turtles 2, the arcade game. This landscape is just unreal. Like I know this stuff was around here and in Ontario, but to me, wow, this section, how it's been carved away like this, it looks like it's been actually built. It's actually kind of cool in there. Again, another pretty wild cave. Pretty big. Wow, 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 wow. I just became Ryan George. That guy's awesome. What a day. What a couple days. I think I covered over 30 kilometers for sure. I think yesterday was about just under 18 or 19, and today was probably, yeah, about 12, 13. So yeah, just amazing. As far as things that I am looking for in hiking, it does everything it needed to do. I got awesome terrain, new places that I felt I was like exploring and discovering for the first time, even though it's not the case, but it makes you feel that way. Birds and animals, different species, and oh man, varieties. It was amazing. Thanks a lot for joining me. Appreciate it, and we'll see you again soon.